Hello and welcome back. If you're here for the first time, thank you for choosing to tune in. So of course, the news that has been dominating the headlines, that Photoshop picture. Now we have a new update here. A new angle to the story has emerged whereby we saw a very unsuccessful attempt to drag Prince Harry and Meghan into that photoshopping scandal by some tabloids as well as the Telegraph. They tried to call them out for, quote, editing their second pregnancy announcement picture after the scandal that has been going on with Kensington Palace. So it was reported that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's photographer, Miss Harriman, revealed that the couple's picture announcement in which they had announced Princess Lilibet's pregnancy might have been edited. During an interview at the Private Passions podcast on BBC Radio 3, the Oscar-nominated film director opened up about editing the joyous image in quotes. The interviewer asked, quote, "They weren't actually under a willow tree, but they were lying outside in a meadow, weren't they? Harry and Meghan, when you look at the photograph of them," end quote, he asked. So in response, Misson said, quote, yeah, it was really a particularly joyous image to celebrate life itself, end quote. The photographer asked, quote, "It's amazing what you can do with technology," end quote. Actually, I'll just add in here what Mr. Harriman himself posted as he was trying to combat the type of rumor that the image had been manipulated. So this is the clip. Take a listen.
Hey, I've just got back to reality from the Oscars, and unfortunately there's been an article on the Daily Mail saying that I have admitted to doctoring the pregnancy announcement portrait I took of Harry and Meghan. Apparently I was switching out trees and meadows, and I admitted to this in an episode of a podcast called Private Passions. This is crazy. I was interviewed, I think in 2022, by Michael Bartley. I'm going to play you the segment on Private Passions. And we were talking about the technology I used to shoot people during lockdown. Many photographers were doing virtual shoots in those days, and this is how we came onto the subject. Michael asked me a few leading questions in this interview. What I mean by leading questions, it's what some journalists do, where they make a statement as fact and they hope you respond or add something to it. I get that a lot in regards to Harry and Meghan, and I tend to swerve, ignore, try and get back on track, and say what I'm there to say rather than any sort of intrigue and gossip. And that's exactly what happened. I'm going to play you this segment.
Photography.
Yeah, but virtual shooting. My most well-known virtual shoot is the portrait I took of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announcing their pregnancy. It's a very joyous image. The technology allows you to take over a phone or an iPad and they can hear my voice, and I can still press a shutter and compose with ease. It's extraordinary what you can do with technology.
They weren't actually under a willow tree, but they were lying outside in a meadow, weren't they, Harry and Meghan, when you took a photograph of them?
Yeah, they were lost in their love, at home, in their garden, comfortable, celebrating new joy, new life, the fortitude of hoping for light in life after such a loss that they went through with a miscarriage. So it really was a particularly joyous image to celebrate life itself.
Well,
so how that exchange could amount to me admitting to doctoring an image is insidious and really dangerous journalism. Any mention of meadows and willow trees came out of the person doing the interview, not my mouth. I did my best to ignore it and focus on what I wanted to talk about. So to see an article saying as fact that I did what I did not do is extraordinary to me. And then to try and merge it with this current news cycle of what's happening, it's tragic to see. It was a virtual shoot that I shot on an iPad, an 8 mega Pixel iPad. And the only thing that was changed is the black and white color grade. That's it. And the Daily Mail and the journalist that wrote this has to be better than this. It's dangerous and unacceptable behavior.
So you can see there, Mr. Harriman putting out a very strong statement, trying to put down and quell any type of aspersions that were trying to be cast on the credibility and veracity of the picture that he took of the Sussex's pregnancy announcement. So back to the story. As soon as that comment and that BBC interview went viral, some royal experts tried to talk about hypocrisy for criticizing Catherine over photo editing. And in conversation with some tabloid outlet, a royal commentator said, quote, "A tree was doctored in their photograph to create a special backdrop. So how dare their camp say, talking of Sussex supporters, say anything about Catherine's," end quote. So you can see that they were trying to say that that pregnancy snap was doctored somehow. And you can see that they have put a lot of emphasis on that large tree, trying to say that it was placed into that official portrait of Prince Harry and his wife, Duchess Meghan. And it is important that he has released the original picture. And he says here on his post, quote, "The original JPEG without the black and white grade. I expect a full apology and retraction from @MailOnline, @Telegraph, @Victoria Ward. No trees or meadows were moved or swapped. This is the image straight out of camera. Also, that is a jacaranda tree, not a willow tree," end quote. And you can see here, Mr. Harriman has said, no way, that did not happen. All he did was change the color grade on that picture and desaturated it to black and white. So you can see there, as many of you asked, how long would some of these outlets try to divert attention back to Harry and Meghan? And this was a very unsuccessful attempt, because you can see here is Mr. Harriman. He is a complete professional. He knows about the do's and don'ts of not only just taking pictures, but how to put them out into the public domain and have them be authentic. That is the main thing. We all love this picture. Now we have it here in color. I've seen over the years a couple of you trying to put, color filters over this image, and now we know that Meghan wore this bright yellow dress. She looks so summery and happy, and I love how lush everything around them is. It's so atmospheric and it's real. Even Mr. Harriman here has given us some metadata from the picture itself. It was a JPEG image. And I love it. There is Harry and Meghan, scenic picture, Meghan resting romantically in Harry's lap against that meadow background with the tree in the background. And we, by the way, have seen this tree over and over again in so many pictures and videos where the Sussexes have featured. So yes, I think a lot of you also suggested that Mr. Harriman could also pursue this through the legal system. They were trying to say that he had manipulated this image, but no. It is just trying to, once again, rope Harry and Meghan into something that has nothing to do with them. Harry and Meghan have not spoken up, nor have their spokespeople spoken up or added any type of commentary about Kate Middleton, about the picture that has been dominating the press concerning photo doctoring or manipulation. They have had nothing to do with that. So share thoughts on this. This is amazing. Mr. Harriman talked about how technology has gone quite a long way, and that he was able to take the black and white picture in Harry and Meghan's garden, and he shared how he took the picture from thousands of miles away in London using special technology on his iPad, which allowed him to instruct the couple's posing and remotely press the shutter. This 2002 interview on BBC Radio 3, it outlines that he wanted to answer what he wanted to answer, and he said this, quote, "They were so lost in their love, at home in their garden, comfortable, celebrating new joy," end quote. So once again, a celebration of Princess Lilibet, and the picture is just amazing. It came out that way. He said it was not photoshopped. He did not manipulate the image. All he did was remove the saturation of the image, desaturating it to black and white. And he has made that very clear, of course. And I love how he has been so firm and put out the truth to dispel any type of negativity and lies by giving us the original unedited image in all of its color, in all of its beauty for us to see, and most importantly, the metadata that shows it was taken on an Apple iPad 8th generation back camera. It gives us the size of the picture. You can see those numbers, 2448 times 3264. That's the dimension of the images, and the size of the file, that is 4.47 MB megabytes. It's a JPEG image, and all of that information down there, that is crucial. It is important here that he has released the original picture. Share thoughts on this news in the comment section below. I would love to know your thoughts. As always, before we log off, allow me here to thank those of you who support this channel financially and shout out a couple of you here by name. A very special thank you to you. Helene Gruen, thank you so much. I appreciate you for your continued support for my work here on YouTube and for being so generous and your comments and kindness. Thank you so much. I love you. Thank you as well to B10 Pow Bonnie, who is one of the channel moderators here. Thank you so very much for warming me by your giving. You are special and I love you. You are truly a blessing. And every time I see you in the chat, in the comments, you truly make me happy. Thank you. A very special thank you right now to those of you who gave through Super Chat. Thank you to you, Olivia Johnson, who is also one of the channel supporters here. Thank you so much for going above and beyond in your giving towards my work here. I truly appreciate you, and you're truly so uplifting to me and to this channel. May God bless you. I love you. A very special thank you to those of you who gave through Super Thanks. Special thank you to Black Pearl 1434. Thank you so much. I'm so very appreciative of you for your love and generosity. Thank you so very much for being a blessing. May God bless you and yours. I love you. Thank you. Thank you as well to you, HJ said 5474. Please accept my warmest thanks for every way that you go above and beyond in your giving. Thank you so much for being such a tremendous support and for your consideration and kindness towards me here on this channel. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed to have you in my life. I'm so grateful to God for you. Your thoughtfulness always means a great deal. Thank you for making such a positive difference. I love you. May God bless you. So once again, share all your thoughts on this news in the comment section below. I would love to know your thoughts. And if you liked this one, give it a thumbs up. Truly, it does help out the channel. Click that like button and subscribe. I would love to have you be a part, and also follow this channel on Twitter or X. I'd love to see you on there as well. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.